Hey everyone, so tonight I'm doing a review on the Marvel Legends Dracula from the Marvel Monsters box set. This is the final figure from the set for me to review. This is also a pretty cool figure. I really do like it. It's not my favorite in the set just because of, oh, see, these guys just, anytime they have a cape, they just never really want to stand when things are just moving around. It's just, the capes are really thick rubber, so that definitely adds some weight. We'll unfinish at 360, and we'll get into the details, and I'll finish my thought. Alright guys, so Dracula also comes with the base, just like the others. Again, I don't have it. I only have Frankenstein's. It's saying, gray plastic base with the sticker of Dracula on there with two pegs sticking up. But we'll go ahead and get into the figure now. I think he has a really cool head sculpt. I think that looks pretty creepy and menacing. He's got the long, bat ears there, and you can see his fang. He's got the classic mustache and the angrier, facial expression with the, what do they call it, spider widow's peak on his hair, and just looks really cool. It's got a good flesh tone. It's not super pale like the, like the vampires today, but it's interesting on his hands here. His hands are pretty pale compared to his face. But overall, I think it's a really good looking, classic Dracula. I really like his cape. I like how flared out it is up top here. It's just nice, red insides, and it's got the black on the outside. And the whole interior is just kind of a darker red, not crazy dark, but just it was cool. It's nice. It doesn't come off unless you can see where it was glued together, but this is not. This is unremovable without breaking it. But you can just see it's kind of got some, good sculpt of form to it with the swoop, kind of like the swaying of the cape. Mine does have some imperfections there, just nicks and from the past owners, getting it moved around. It's got a nice, 1920s looking tuxedo there. You can see like the tie of the cape, where he like tied it on. You can see some of the buttons and the white undershirt along with the black vest. It's got more of a shiny black paint on the outside of the coat here, but otherwise it's more of a flat black. Continues down the arms. It does kind of the similar mold. This is rubber here, so it's kind of cool on the inside. You can just see it's just the same kind of flat black, but he's got kind of the classic jacket on the back here. Very cool. See all the stitching. So it's actually got quite a bit of weight to him with the rubber and everything all over him. He's got that same body mold as Professor X from the Galactus wave. I can't remember if this one came out prior to the Galactus wave or after, so I'm not sure which is which. But it continues down. You can see buttons on those cufflinks here. You can see his hands are really creepy. They got those long, vampire type fingers. But see how pale they are compared to his face? You can kind of see some of the orange spray of paint on his fingertips along with on the top of his hands here. But he just got those creepy, undead hands. It just continues down with the the flat black pants, and it gets down, dress pants, and it gets down to his shoes, and they're just that little shinier, classic, dress shoes. He's got very skinny, long feet, but very cool. All right, so we'll go ahead and I'll give you a better look just so you can see what I'm talking about. That's kind of being sloppy there. And he does have the little peg holes there, but we'll go ahead and go to the articulation. So his head looks left and right. The cape does get in the way, but he can look up. You can see underneath his neck now. Look up, look down somewhat. He's kind of got to move the cape and probably tuck his chin down in there. A little bit of rocking motion. It's got ball joints in the shoulders, but again, the cape does get in the way. So you kind of have to pull that back. Out and forward and back. It's got upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, no forearm articulation. He does have rotation at the wrist along with the hinge, and he's got the hand clamp articulation there. No ab crunch. He does have a waist swivel. It's got the ball joints in the legs, so you can get him to spread further. His joints are kind of stiff. Oh, there we go. Wait, it's kind of hard to see. There we go. Yeah, his joints are really stiff right there. I don't want to break them. But he definitely could do the splits. He's got a upper thigh swivel along with a mid thigh swivel. He's got double jointed knees. Boot rotation. Oops, sorry guys. Boot rotation. Wasn't looking at the camera. Ankles move down, they move up. And he does have the old school ankle rocker there. and toe articulation. Like I said, pickles the bottom of his feet. So I'll go ahead and get this guy standing up. I'll show you guys how tall Dracula is. Alright guys, so Dracula, let me get this, come on, there we go. Getting the exposure a little better. Dracula stands right around a little over 6 inches tall. Very cool. I'll get out the rest of the guys that you guys have seen if you've been watching the past couple of my monster reviews. If you haven't, check them out because I've reviewed all the rest of these guys. And just so you can see the whole set together, looking cool. But there you go, guys. That's my review on Dracula. Great set, really cool set. I highly recommend picking it up. I know it boxed. I've heard other comments and stuff saying how expensive it is. It is an expensive sealed box set. I bought mine all loose, just picked them up over time. But I did notice that with Dracula there is a Chinese knockoff, so beware of that. But probably the most expensive out of all these guys is Frankenstein. But the rest are pretty reasonable, between $15 to the $25 range for the rest of them. And for some reason the Werewolf by Night is a little harder to find, but he's not crazy expensive. But all right guys, well, that's enough of my rambling. Hope you guys liked it. Please hit the like button and leave a comment. All right, thanks. Have a great night. Bye.